Hey traders, Mark here. Today is Wednesday, January 24th. So I have some really exciting stuff to show you tonight in regards to the spreadsheet. I'm sure some of you out there who are Excel masters are just going to roll your eyes to this. But for me, this is a pretty big deal and I was excited about it. But I figured out some formulas that when I'm filtering data will automatically ignore the filtered rows. And I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. But first, it's Wednesday, guys. I said I was going to do bi-weekly updates on the day trading system, so let's go ahead and go through it. Today was a wild day, and I just glanced at the charts, and I know there's a lot of missed trades today, so what I want to see is how the system performed. You can see here's the 15-minute chart. Initially, you did have a move into a zone, so this would have been a great place for a pattern trade. So we'll see if we get a pattern there or not. The 5-minute right at the open is inside of a zone, so you could have also had a pattern trade here. And here is your money pattern. So that would have been stopped out. Right now, I have mixed signals. I have a red zone here and a green one here, so no trading unless I get a zone inside the zone, which I don't have one here. Alright, let's move on. Okay, no zone inside the zone here either. Let's see what we got. Trying to see. Nope, that's not going to be within 2 ticks, so that's not one either. Okay, here we are. This is where a price comes into the 15-minute zone, so I would have taken a trade right here. Would have been stopped out. I would have taken another trade right here, and then finally one here. So I would have had 2 losses and a win there. And for me right now, no trades. Okay, I'm green and green now. I could take a trade right here. That's going to be a loss. I would take a trade here, above at the top of this bar. That's another loss. Then I would take another trade here at the top of this bar. And that's a winner. 2 losses and a win. Now I need to get a full reset. For those who don't know what that is, you might need to go back and look at a couple other videos, as I do cover the rules and some other ones. And I'll continue covering rules again. But basically all a reset is, after I hit target, I need to get a red zone and then a break of a green zone. So I have my red zone here, but I don't have the break of a green zone. So no trades. So I would miss all these trades. There's a break of my green zone. So now I can look for a green zone to get long again. Here's a green zone, but you can see I am now red on my 5 minutes, so no trade. Unfortunately, no trade here or here because I'm not quite red on the 15. And this one does not, I'm still not red on the 15 here, so okay, I have that massive move down, and of course now I'm red, so I could take a trade here and that gets stopped out. Now I have to have a fresh red zone to get short again. I need to make sure I didn't get a green. Nope, I was gonna say I just want to make sure I didn't get a zone inside the zone on that 15-minute. All right, looking for a red zone, and here we go. You see what I mean? I had just a bunch of missed opportunities, and then again it sets up at the very end of this move for another loss. So you can see what I'm talking about, guys. Just missing the moves. I mean, price is moving fast, and I just couldn't quite get it. Okay, still looking for a red zone. Here's a red zone, but I never get an entry. Here's a red zone. I would take a trade here for a loss. Another red zone for a loss. Here's another red zone. Entry would be 32.75. And there's your target. So there's a win. Okay, now I need to have a reset. Here's a green zone, but no, I need to get a break of a red zone. Otherwise, I could have taken a trade right there. There's a break of my red. Okay. At this point, I'll start looking for another trade. Okay, here's a red zone. Entry is going to be below this candle at 15.75. Target. Okay, now I need to have a reset. There's my reset. Okay, now I'm green on the 5. Still red on the 15. Okay, now I am green and green. Okay, I'd have a trade right here. Now these are trades that as I start doing a full back test, I would filter these trades out, and let me show you why. If I get a 10-point move or more, and then price comes all the way back down to get me in, I would probably just disregard the trade. But anyway, this is going to be a trade for a loss. Zone's broken, and now I'm neutral on the 5 minutes. So no trades. Still neutral. Okay, now I'm green and green. So now I can take a trade on a green zone. Be right here. So let's see, 46. Oh man, that's a shame. That would have been a great trade, but I got stopped out. So there's a loser. It's just unfortunate this bar was so big right here. Otherwise, that would have been just a fantastic entry. Okay, let's see. I am now red and red, so I could look for a short. And now I'm inside the 5-minute zone. Could look for a pattern. And that looks like it's it. Market's closed right there. So I don't think that trade's going to go anywhere. No. All right. Anyway, so there we have it. 8 losses, 3 wins. Let's plug them in. So make this 24 and 9. Okay, guys, I want to show you something real quick. Sorry, I got to adjust my mic. Okay, let me show you guys something really quick here. So I'm approaching 500 trades now, and guys, it's pretty darn consistent. What I did last night was put this together because I want to show you guys the power of compounding. And gang, this is real data, okay? So all I did was I said, all right, I'm going to risk 1.5% of my account per trade. And so I'm not going to go to more contracts until this allows me to increase my size, my profit. So from October 30th till current date, using very simple position sizing, it takes these same trades that currently have a 218% return and changes it into 522%. Gang, just to give you an idea, the World Cup of trading, if you get between 800% to 1,000% return, you can win that competition. I think this can win it, guys. Personal opinion, I'm a little biased, but gang, numbers are numbers. And this thing is smoking it. All right. Good news, I got my NinjaTrader code done. So I'm going to start adding in NinjaTrader signals as well, just to test those. So, okay, gang, from here, I want to move over to forex. And I want to show y'all a little something that I put together. And I hope you guys are excited as I am about this. You'll see this. I added this column in here, but just are these calculations. Ignore these for now because these numbers aren't correct. All right. So here's what I want you to do. So I've got this broken out now by trade type, and then this last one is just the same thing that I have back here. And the reason I did that is because as I'm filtering data, I want to be able to see it. But before we get started, do y'all remember we had this trade that we talked about on the last video? You could have either had the long or the short. Well, look which one made it. Surprise, surprise, the one that has a higher probability, which was the one with the trend. It hit target. Okay, so now let's go take a look at some numbers. And here's what's really cool. As I start filtering this data, these numbers automatically change. So I no longer have to highlight my profit and read the numbers down here. So check this out. We already know that this right here is my most powerful filter. So watch these numbers. And in addition, let me zoom this thing out so we can see more. I want to be able to see trade type 1 and trade type 2. I may have to zoom out just a little bit more. I hope you all can see this still. If not, I apologize. Okay, so let's just take a look at some of these numbers here. Total profit on type 1 is 736, win percentage 37%. Profit here is 1,049, win percentage 40%. Profit here is 1,785 with a 38% win percentage. All right, let's put this filter in. And look how those automatically change. Now, look at how this jumped. Now I'm at 2,033 with a 55% win percentage. If we come look at these, you can see that the type 1 has over a 4x profit factor, 60% win percentage, and this one just by itself has about a 6% return. It's only on 5 trades, right? This one has had more trades, 3 times as many, 53% return and a 15% return on investment. And then if you combine them, guys, these numbers are pretty darn good. Now, one other thing that I want to show you guys is, let me come back here and add these in. So I want to show you something that I noticed. And I added this, you see it says counter for counter trend. What I noticed is if I'm below the weekly 10, but my 10 period is greater than my 50 period, that's completely opposite. I'm sure some of you guys have been wondering what the hell that means. 10 is greater than 50. I want my fast above my slow. Save that. Okay, so let me get back on track here. So if my 10 has crossed my 50, meaning my price has moved up enough to where my fast moving average is greater than my slow moving average, but I'm still below the weekly, this gets an X, right? Unfortunately, I don't have this set to filter. Hold on, guys, bear with me here. Alright, data, filter. Alright, now we're set. Okay, so let's filter out these. So I'm going to get rid of the blanks. I want you to check this out. It's profitable. Almost a 1.8 profit factor, only 38% win percentage, but it adds $350. We were already at a profit of 2,000. Well, now you can add in another $300. Now we're over 2,300. Not bad, right? Now this is all about analyzing your business, right? This is how you can seriously take a complex market and turn it into more of a simplistic form, right? Just by knowing all of your numbers. Anyway, guys, I've had questions whether I'm going to share this spreadsheet, and the answer is absolutely. And hopefully by the end of this weekend, I am ready to rock and roll, and we can get started on some of our testing because I'm really excited to get into it. Let me do a quick scan of some charts to see if there's anything that's set up today. Alright, guys, I just went through the charts really quickly, and so we have a couple of trades. This one, here's one that's setting up right now. The entry would be 135.63. The prior bar ATR is 0.194. So this would be a 19. You take 19 times 1.75. That's the stop. And then times 5 for your target. Now, this trade, I do have my 10 period below my 50 period. I'm trading directly into the daily 10, and I am above the weekly. So I'll follow this one, I'll log it, not one that I would take. Okay, Euro Aussie. So here's one, had the L24 here. Now, on this bar here, at the close of this bar, I did have my 10 period below my 50, okay? At the close of this bar, I know I didn't anymore. Now, I am above the 10 period on the daily, but this would be a qualified trade based on the weekly. So this would have been one I would have taken and would have been stopped out. Okay, New Zealand CAD. Okay, I had a trade right here. Would have been a stop out. And this is one where I have everything against me. I have my 10 above my 50, and I'm above the 10 on the weekly. Okay, gang, that's it. I hope you're enjoying the analysis. I know it's been great to get back and hang with me. We're going to get things rock and rolling soon.